We thought our business was going to be aquaponics and it was almost ready to go. The water was in the tanks, the filters were done, and then the salad side of the business just took off and we had no time to experiment with the aquaponics. We've taken it out now and grow salad and watercress under cover. The big driver for us in setting up the aquaponics business was to get fresh fish, because we found that we couldn't buy fresh. Fishmongers are a thing of the past, and whenever we visited Brixham we would buy as much as we could. But we're not that close to Devon, so that's why we really wanted to do it.
When the salad side of the business took off, we realised we simply couldn't ignore the market. As soon as you've opened up a market and it's there to be taken, we had to put the emphasis on conventional produce and put our ideas for aquaponics on hold. We'll go back to it though as soon as we have the time to do so. In terms of plans for the future, we really just want to get better at what we're already doing. We're developing a strategy for the winter because obviously everybody knows that in terms of growing it's far more challenging. So just supplying and focusing on being able to supply and have a continuity of supply of certain things is our aim. And that will probably be in the form of salad, watercress and greens to ensure that we've got a solid income coming in. One of the biggest learning curves has been about how to grow salad crops throughout the year so that you can provide that continuity of supply to our customers, because I mean that's most important in terms of being reliable and not letting them down. But growing salad in a winter in the UK has just proven so difficult just because of the light levels. So we looked at different ways, different types of polytunnels and different ways in which we could try and find an answer to it. And then we thought, well, what about investing in LED lights? And well, the success has just been incredible. We've looked at comparing growing and how we used to growing under lights, and there just isn't any comparison. They just look like they're completely different plants. And then the colours, the reds and the greens, and then the mixed leaf, it's just mind-blowing. I still have to pinch myself now to say, we're actually growing this variety of salad right through the winter months, and we're now supplying several local businesses their complete supply of salad.
In the first year we were trading, we found it difficult to get continuity. Consequently, we were letting the businesses down quite regularly. But in this year, we've supplied our main customer with all his greens, watercress and salad crops. He hasn't had to buy anything in from elsewhere. If we could do that with other businesses, then I think we've cracked it.
Oh, well, our customers at the Sheppey love the produce being grown literally over the river. And we've built a fabulous relationship with Godney Aquaponics. And it's just a good selling point. It's lovely to chat to people. The food's delivered fresh every day. Customers just love it.
People just love local. Businesses like buying local, and they will accept a slightly less reliable approach for the sake of getting that local food. In terms of how people's diets are changing, we're noticing they're eating far more fresh vegetables because now they can buy them fresh and locally.
We set up our business a couple of years ago when we chose to improve our own diets with fresh fish and fresh vegetables beyond what we could grow ourselves. We felt it was going to become more important to have a better diet and lifestyle than trying to earn lots of money and not be doing what we wanted to do. Our business began to grow on a very small scale, and all of a sudden it's just grown and grown, and now it's all time consuming. One of the biggest changes has to be that we've now left our jobs to work full time on it. The other change has been that we're now not building infrastructure as we were last year.
So this is our new rainwater harvesting bin. We built it last week. It's to take all the water off 2 barns here, and we should have enough to last us through the summer, about 40,000 litres. 90% of my time last year was building, putting up polytunnels, installing cold rooms, building raised beds and making compost. This year we're probably down to 20% building and 80% growing. Part of building the right infrastructure means that our produce doesn't get attacked by insects in an uncontrollable way. We started off with an ethos of going organic, and we're still heading that way, but to try and grow anything without chemicals is extraordinarily difficult. The best thing we've found so far is to protect everything with superfine netting. At certain times last year we were throwing out 80% of our produce, whereas this year we've had no losses due to insects. In terms of finding the land, we were just lucky. This land came up in Godney just at the right time, and we knew the person who was selling it. We'd worked with him previously, and he held it for us until we sold our own property.
We grow an awful lot of greens, common greens like cavallonero, scarlet kale and rainbow chard, but we want to offer our customers a variety of new tasty crops to try. We built our business having lived in the village before and developed relationships and friendships then. Developing those relationships and trying to get people interested in fresh food again is really important to us.